Hey everyone, this is Sunny Justice with It's a Crime and Shame. Now, of course, before we get into this video, guys, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please consider subscribing and please give this video a like and a share if you feel like it has good content and that this channel offers a lot of truth and transparency. We like to keep things as factual as we can and speculation when need be and theorizing, but not going too far out of the realm or the scope of, what is more pliable. So, I have been working on this video all day. When I say this video, guys, I'm not referring to this video that you're listening to now. I'm referring to a video that's going to come down the pipe tomorrow, and that's what I'm meaning when I say this video. I just didn't want to get confused because obviously this video is a very simplistic one, mostly just of talking to you guys and explaining to you a little bit about this video. And I thought I was going to release it today, but the more I keep working on it, the better I want to make it. This video actually is, to me, very important to myself, and I think it will be important to a lot of you guys out there as well that really are wondering about the players in the timeline of Nicola Bulley. Now, this will have nothing to do with whatever witnesses there are, okay? That's still a muffle there. And about how Nicola Bulley ended up in the water, whether she went in at the bench, whether she didn't, whether she was put in there after. That part, no clue about. But what I can do is try to give you a very, very reasonable, pliable explanation to the whole Penny line and the Ron line. Because I know, like myself, the whole Ron interview not only seemed contrived, but it also seemed just odd. It wasn't making sense. And it was almost like you had to learn and go through all the gibble garble of the media and all the interviews until finally it dawned on me about how Ron's interview could possibly make sense. And I believe it does make sense once I lay it out for you. But again, I don't want to rush the video because I'm deeming it as more of a special video that for a lot of people out there that don't have the knowledge of who some of those people are when it comes to the relation of, who Ron is. And Ron is not Michael Bowman. I will tell you that much. So even I, for a moment, was like, wow, like this guy has the same nose as Ron that's there. And nobody knew if Ron or Raj, if that name was even real, because most people thought that it's Michael Bowman. But the truth of the matter is, Ron's name is Ron. But again, if you want answers to that, you're going to have to come back tomorrow, listen to the video, follow it to exactly what I'm telling you, and then you guys can, of course, leave your comments as you see fit. Doesn't mean you have to agree with me. It just means that I feel like I've come up with a very valid, viable timeline for the whole Penny and Ron situation, and, we can connect the dots. Now, I do want to thank, and I have it in my video tomorrow as well, because there's a certain person, I'm going to call this person TNT, because I do not know if they want their name used. Now, for quite a few, a couple of months here now almost, I have been trying to figure out who Ron is. And I think the reason why is because his story just wasn't making sense. And it was like, well, who is this relation? That's Penny's sister's brother-in-law, and where does Christine Bowman fit in? And like I said, little by little, the pieces all come together. But had I had looked at my Facebook in the meta Facebook for It's a Crime and Shame, there was a person that had sent me basically almost like a family tree that she had been working on. And that's why you have to give credit where credit's due, because it was driving me crazy. It is so easy in the US, even though I'm from Canada, but the cases I follow mostly are from the US, and follow some like the Nicola Bulley out of the UK, and Reese Roger is another one that's meaning a lot to me, and the Lucy Letby one is very interesting as well. Don't forget to check that one out, guys. Crime Scene to Courtroom just dropped a video on Lucy Letby today, so make sure you guys check that out. So with the Lucy Letby one, guys, I have to say this because that nurse is selling herself up the river. I'm telling you that right now. So you guys really need to go watch John's video on that. I'm sure her own lawyers are like, oh my God, we need damage control here, because she is literally putting her own self on blast. And the consensus really is, like, she had all this time, to make up her lies and twist things and whatever. But instead, because they don't realize how that, of course, when the prosecutors come back at you, they're going to nail her butt to the wall. So if she keeps going the way she is, you guys are going to get a guilty verdict on this one. And you know what? If that's the case, so be it, because you don't mess with children. You don't sit there and take children's lives, that you're a nurse and you're responsible for being caring and kind to these parents. And it just sickens me to know that a nurse would even be capable of doing something so heinous to children and then attempting other children, but didn't manage it. So you guys really got to follow that case. Check out that video. Check that video out for sure, you guys, okay? I mean it. It's a good darn case. But anyways, this video is going to be packed full of quite a bit of knowledge for that whole Penny Ron line. And again, and it should hopefully make sense to you guys once I've explained it and you've listened. And then maybe people can kind of go, okay, that does make sense. Because honestly, sometimes you just have to step back to move forward. And that's pretty much what I did. Now, I do want to say something as I was looking at this picture of Emma and Nikki. I want to say that, I never spent a lot of time too much looking at, Emma versus Nikki side by sides. But because they kept giving us this, this video that finally came out from Grizzly True Crime, we kept seeing the back of Nicola. And then there was like a snapshot photo or whatever of Nicola Bulley leaving the house. But it wasn't a very clear image. And so I'm not going to lie, I can understand why there is a good majority of people that keep saying, that's not Nikki, that's Emma White. Because when you look at the two kind of out of focus pictures, but even though we can get clear ones of Emma, but it's more about Nikki and having that same side profile, I can understand, because even I was looking at them going, well, dang, they do look alike when you're seeing it in that light, because you're looking at the chin shape and the face shape. So I can totally, absolutely understand why people have gone down that route. Now, I don't want to take away from anyone's route, because everyone's opinion is valid for whatever they think happened to Nicola Bulley, whether they believe that she did fall in somewhere, that she did harm her own self, that perhaps, something did happen where somebody placed her in the water. That is totally everyone's prerogative to speculate and think about what they think is correct. But always remember that just like your opinion counts, so does everyone else's. So always be careful not to put down somebody else's thoughts, even if you think it's out of whack and crazy and stuff like that, because they might believe that. Just like maybe to them yours is out of whack in this life, You know, like I said, everybody's opinions count, even if we don't agree with them. Simple as that. But always try to be kind about, you know, the comments and what you're leaving. Anyways, so I wanted to let you know that. So I'm going to make, like I said, this video as best as it can be, for what I want it to entail in it. And it's gonna, like I said, for a lot of people out there, I think it's gonna bring you a lot of knowledge and food for thought. Absolutely. So, I mean, if you have something to say now, please leave your comments in the comment section of this video. Thank you very much for your time. This video was made into nothing special. There's nothing fancy about it. It was just me wanting to reiterate to you that there is a video coming down the pipe that I think will be rather interesting to a lot of people. Anyways, God bless. Take care. And again, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And if you want to hit that like and share, that would be appreciated. Thank you so much, guys.